Not really. Maybe. It's classified.
New York City. And a lot of folks were raving about this guy. I mean, Barack and I go, okay, all right, cool. We can do this. So Lynn will remember right before the event, we do a photo line with all the artists in the Blue Room. So Lynn walks up, and Barack and I, oh, it's great to meet you, Lynn. What are you going to do tonight? And he's like, I'm going to do a piece about Alexander Hamilton. Now, Barack and I, we're open-minded. We consider ourselves creative people, but we both kind of looked at each other like, okay. This should be interesting. And then Lin-Manuel got on stage in the East Room, where we'll be later on today, and he got on stage in between the big portraits of George and Martha Washington. And he proceeded to perform the song Alexander Hamilton, which, as you all know, is the opening number of this amazing musical. And of course, we were blown away. We were sitting there. There are probably shots of us sitting there with our mouths open going, who is this dude? What is he up to? And back then, he told us that he was going to do an entire musical about Alexander Hamilton. And we knew that this had the potential of being really, really good based on his performance. But what we didn't know, could never have imagined, that it would be a work of genius, true genius. I saw the off-Broadway version of Hamilton, got to meet the whole cast then. Was I excited enough? To see you all? And it was simply, as I tell everybody, the best piece of art in any form that I have ever seen in my life. And I became a fan, a devotee. The cast, man, made up of such diverse, talented, people that I'd ever seen. The show is creative, it is hilarious, it is memorable, and I loved it so much that I saw it again when you guys went to Broadway. I don't think I came backstage, I snuck out. And then I made my husband and my children go see it. You guys got to see them. And of course my children, because I loved it so much, they were like, it couldn't be that good. You know how you all are with your parents. If your mom likes it, it can't be cool. I raved about it so much, so they went in very skeptical, but they came out true believers, like everyone does when they see the show. As we all know, Hamilton has become not just a Broadway hit, but a global sensation. Shows are sold out until January, February, or whatever. It is the hardest ticket to get on the planet. It brought the house down at the Grammys. We all saw that. That was really cool. And it's one of the best-selling cast albums in half a century, is what my notes are telling me here. And that is not surprising, because Hamilton is an amazing story that is beautifully told. Through Hamilton, Lin-Manuel reveals all the drama and the glory, the heartbreak that run through our nation's history. And he shows us that the icons in our history books were real people with real brilliance, but also with real flaws. So really, Hamilton teaches us history the way it really should be taught. I mean, to my mind, this is what school should be. We'd have a lot of great historians if we could only figure out how to do this more for more subjects. I remember I was telling Lin-Manuel that he's got to do this for like the Middle East and all the other issues. You got to talk about slavery. You got to cover it all. And I'm just thrilled that Lin-Manuel and the cast and crew of Hamilton have committed themselves to bringing the show and its lessons to as many young people as possible. I am just as proud of them for that kind of work as I am for their talent. They're offering reduced price tickets and squeezing in new shows, and this is true for a cast that I hear you all just got some understudies. So, they're helping over 20,000 New York City students attend at least a performance. They've developed this fabulous curriculum and materials that you all have been studying, I understand. And today they've come here to spend the day with all of you. I think you all are probably some of the luckiest young people on the planet right now, right here today. And as we were saying backstage, this is really a full circle moment for us in so many ways. 7 years later, that first performance won our hearts, and Lin-Manuel is back at the White House with the entire cast, with this amazing crew of young people. So I'm excited, and I want to thank Lin-Manuel and the entire Hamilton cast and crew. Thank you for moving mountains to be here. We know you guys are so busy, and taking the time out to spend an entire day here and to just bless us with another performance this evening is, it's cool. It's really cool. So you guys, I want you to take advantage of this time. I know we're in the White House, and I know it seems all fancy. It is fancy. But ask questions. Don't be shy. Talk a lot. No, really. We're doing this for you. And I also want you, because this is such a special moment, to find a way that you're going to